Hello and welcome to another fabulous day in Bondi. It's always beautiful down here at the beach, the sun is shining. The market is still firing, but it's interesting the numbers coming down from February when we were averaging about 1,000, 1,200 a week coming through our opens. They actually got as low as 588 last week through a week of opens. We've met about 21,000 people so far this year. We're up to 301 sales. Certainly a huge increase on this time last year. We've had something like $875 million worth of house sales since the beginning of the year. Another interesting aspect is the auction clearance rate is down below 80% for the first time since February. Having said that, PPD is still sitting up at 96.3%. All credit to the team, and incredibly all credit and congratulations to Alex Phillips, #1 agent in the whole of Australia for the 6th year in a row. So it just shows what an outstanding team effort, incredible professionalism. That is one of the driving forces of PPD, and it's just an honour to be working with somebody of that calibre. So congratulations and kudos to Alex. So as I said, Bondi is still firing and there's been some awesome sales over the last couple of weeks. We had a great sale at 6 of 12 Francis Street, 60 square metres. The owners bought it just a couple of years ago for $1,080,000 and we just resold it for $1.34 million. 1 of 68 Fletcher Street, nicely renovated, down near St Mark's Park, that just sold for $1.43 million. Glamrock Avenue always does well, but a 2-bedroom apartment, about 85, 86 square metres I believe, in a block of 6, that just sold for 1.7, no parking. The house sales have been doing really well over the last week. Great result in Tasman Street, one of the original block buildings, that actually sold for $5.6 million. 13 Roland Avenue, beautifully renovated, absolutely stunning timber work, so nicely done. Slight views of the beach with a lock-up garage, that actually just sold for 5.5. An interesting fact about all of those Bondi recent sales, if I go through the days on market, Fletcher Street was 8 days, Tasman Street 13 days. Our days on market is a lot shorter than it has been almost in the last 6 months, so very, very quick turnaround in properties at the moment. So I often get asked why PPD sells so many properties prior to auction, and it's an interesting one, especially coming now the clearance rate is starting to dip down below that 80%. What we're seeing is that properties that just do run to auction are not always achieving the best results. Sometimes the hottest buyer comes through in that first week. The best thing to do, of course, is to listen to the advice of your agent. Sometimes it is worth bringing a shorter auction campaign. Sometimes it is worth going all the way to auction. But what we're seeing right at the moment is our 96.3 clearance rate by selling prior is putting us ahead of the market in terms of auction clearance rates. So we've got quite a good assortment of properties on the market, still a little bit lower in volumes than we'd like to be this time of year. A great one, 25 of 157 BLAIR Street. We did just recently sell a 1-bedroom in that same block. Great low strata levies, really tropical vibe to this apartment. 30 groups or so through the open on Saturday. It probably will also sell prior to auction, and we've got interest on that between 1.1 and 1.2. A great oversized 1-bedroom, 76 square metres in Waverley Street, Bondi Junction on the 4th floor with a nice district outlook, and that has got interest around that 1 to 1.1. We've got some great houses in North Bondi at the moment. 5 Justice Street, a beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom family home with a pool. That has got a guide of above 6.1. Also 10 MURRIVERIE Road, very big family home. Could do with a bit of TLC, but 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, huge living areas with a double lock-up garage. That has got a guide of 5.5. Open on Sundays, makes it easier to avoid the Saturday rush. If you're contemplating making the move, and it is hard for a lot of people at the moment because it's a bit worrying about selling before buying, everyone's worried about getting locked out of the market because of the price rises. A few things to take into consideration which we are thinking about now. Traditionally, spring is usually a bit heavier volumes, but the interesting thing that's going to complicate things this spring, possibility of an election. Now that could be really interesting as to how that affects the market. What we find generally in an election campaign is everything goes on hold. Buyers don't like acting. So if you are considering selling, The winter months are looking pretty good this year. We've still got a lot of buyers on our books. We've got a lot of people coming through opens. One other little aspect that just popped up in the news today is the US inflation figures. We are different here in Australia and the economy is different to the US, but there is a slight correlation that does happen. A quick snapshot on the leasing market. Our property managers are saying the beaches are still incredibly strong for rentals. Really strong prices happening there. So if you have an investment property and you are not seeing the returns you should be, please have a chat to our awesome property management team. As always, we're here for you. We'd love to see you at some of our opens coming up soon. We have got some good auctions as well happening this weekend. Please don't hesitate to give us a call and we look forward to seeing you soon.